Hello everyone and welcome to episode 21 of building my dream park in theme park Tycoon 2. So it's been a while, around 3 weeks, and I am finally back with making videos my dream park. Why I've been so long away, I just didn't have any motivation anymore for this game. I didn't know what to do in this game, but I got a really stupid idea that I want to build in my dream park. So let's see if that's going to work. So Timon, what is this idea? I want to build a port. Yes, a port. And for the people that don't know what a port is, this is a port right on the screen here. And that is going to be right here. So we are going to build a port with water, boats, shipment crates, cranes, all that stuff. And through that area there will probably be a B&M Inverted coaster. I was really hoping there will be a spinning coaster, last update, but sadly that didn't came. This was my plan B and we're going for plan B. And a few things, I am really bad at making boats. I can not do it, so that's why I want to try it. Really stupid idea probably, but we're just going to try it. And I think it can be quite colorful with all the containers and all the stuff around it. And just having like some pieces like being lifted up by the cranes, or it looks like that. I think I can create some really interactive and cool stuff with it. So let's just get straight into this. So we're probably just going to start with marking some stuff out. Of course we will be needing water. I have no idea how much of this I want to have water, but it's definitely going to be on this side. And I will probably start something with this as like the size of the water. I don't know. We're just going to see. If it needs to be bigger, we can of course always make it bigger. Sadly we will be needing an edge of grass, otherwise we cannot place any water in it. That's just how this game works, sadly. Alright, now it's deep enough to place some water in it. Of course, this will be changed a lot in the future and way more detailed. But now we have some sort of base plate that we can work off. So we will be needing probably a concrete floor. So let's add that. This is going to take so long to place all these primitives over the whole floor. Yeah, this is going to be pain. I will be back when I've placed all of them. And the last few primitives, and we now have a big base plate where we can work on and build some things. So let's start planning some things out. So of course there will be a big boat here in the water, and there will be some cranes that are standing here. So let's see how we're going to do those. Cranes are on rails, so they can move from left to right. So there's going to be like rails from this side all the way to here, and probably like 1 or 2 cranes. But of course first we need to like fix this edge, because now this edge just looks quite ugly. And now this edge looks a little bit better. Add a overhang and some more detail to this edge. Small fan so people just don't fall in the water when they're walking here. And we're going to make the edge a little darker. That looks a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, before we continue with the video, I have to say something. I have merch now. I have sweaters, t-shirts and way more. So if you're interested, please take a look. The link is in the description. Alright, now let's continue with the video. And the rail is directly going to be here in the middle. And I'm probably going to use some roof trims for that. Something like this. Yeah, and then we're going to make this definitely metal. And we need a metal floor thing under it. So let's use this one. Yeah, I think this one is probably the best. And that is the first rail done for the crane. There is going to be a second rail, probably around here, but I have to see how big the crane is going to be. So now let's add some final details to this, because it looks a little bit bland right now. Going to add a primitive right in between here. Now we have this edge. It's looking quite nice. I am just going to start working on the crane. I want to build 2 cranes, so one around here and one here. The front of the ship is going to be right here, so when you enter the park you can see the ship from like this angle. I think that can look really cool. Yeah, it's probably going to be around here. I'm not entirely sure, but we will fix that. We'll find it out. So let's just start. So I will probably be mainly building with this primitive. I think this is the perfect size for like one of those pillars. That seems alright. Under here there's probably going to be some wheels, it looks like. I'm not entirely sure how that parts look, but I will probably do this a little bit later. The crane has 4, yeah, how do you say it, beams that go up to like the crane. I have no idea what the distance needs to be between these two, but first let's see how wide it needs to be. And for now, I think I'm going with this size. I think that seems the best. Yes, okay, and this needs to be all the way up. And I think I want to make this one yellow. Let's make this one yellow. And these cranes are actually really high. So I think I will be going for something like this, and then there will be more on top of here. I think this is around the right size for the crane. Of course, it's never going to be exactly because I don't have like a crane in my backyard, so I will never really look like how it looks. But I think from the picture that I'm seeing, this is probably the closest thing I can do. Yeah, I think this is around the right height. I don't have the boat, of course, so I probably have to like build the size of the boat to the size of the cranes. So that will be fun. And you may ask, Timon, are you just going to build a port? No, there will be a B&M Inverted coaster built through this. That will probably be built next episode. So I am really excited for that one. I have some crazy ideas of like the coaster going through all these cranes, fly past all those containers, and have some near miss elements everywhere. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. But now first we need to build this crane. Okay, and now we have the frame. Now let's add some more primitives to everything and make it look a little bit more realistic. And of course we'll be needing a second rails right here, otherwise this will just be floating and not working. So let's add that real quick. Okay, and now the top of the crane. This is the middle point, and the highest point will probably be around here. So we still need to go a little bit up, but not actually straight, but on an angle. And I think something like this is actually quite accurate. Yes, I will be going for this. Okay, so right here will be the crane. So let's see how we're going to do that, because that is of course a triangle. And this will be, yeah, a little bit of a gray color. And now we need to extend this all over here. And actually quite a lot to the back, probably here. And if you think about it, this crane is actually huge. Probably this length, something like this is probably good enough. This probably going to be the size of like the triangle of the crane. And now I need to add all the beams between it. This is going to be a pain to do. All right, let's do it in the form of a time lapse.
already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with Now looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my
Alright, so as you've seen in the time lapse, I have actually finished the crane and I'm really happy with the end result. There are of course still some missing things, the boat, the thing that's going to be on here. I am going to show you what I am planning to do with it. And of course the second crane next to it, but for the rest, I think it's pretty accurate. Of course, Theme Park Tycoon 2 is never possible to add textures and add way more detail in it, but I think from like a distance you can clearly tell it's a crane. But my idea for these two cranes that are going to be here, they are not going to be like having some containers on them, but actually some coaster pieces. The actually coaster is going over it. So let me just show you what I mean with that. So let's just get the inverted coaster real quick and let's just place it for now there. It doesn't really matter what I'm going to do this now because this will be deleted after. So you will just have to think like the coaster is coming from this angle, like curved, like down here. And it will probably do something like this, and then it's like all connected. Might have to like change some of the ropes from like the distance where they are going. For now we'll just do it kind of roughly, and then it will, I don't know, go somewhere here. And you have to think like the crane is actually holding this, so here will not be any support, so we're going to delete this one, and the other crane is probably going to do something here. So yeah, that is how I am planning to do like the supports above the water. I think that's a really cool idea that I had, so I am really excited to build that next episode. Or of course we also need the second crane, so I'll also do that, and then we can hopefully start working on some of the layout. But guys, that's it for today. If you guys have any suggestions or ideas for this themed area, please let me know in the comments and I might build some of yours. So guys, I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And I will say, as always, goodbye.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.